to show you how to get the figures in advance. I don't see nobody else but us giving a damn. So let me know what you wanna do. If you wanna build, I'm Bobby. If not, sucker, kick it in the lobby. I got a lot to do.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. It is Week 16 in the NFL, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Let's go now.
They start on the ground here at Sanders. He finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Now, these two teams, they met in Charlotte earlier in the year with the Panthers coming out on top. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. Ball on the 27. Here's a second down and 6.
Hey, good. Strike.
Here comes Sanders on the toss right. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they played extremely well last week in the win over the Rams.
It was a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Here we go.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Ready?
They'll try to throw now. Young. And his throw is going to be incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
That was a nice play right there, but overall this season, it's been an absolute disaster. A total lack of communication on the back end. They need a leader who can put this team, this unit, on his shoulder pads and carry them to the right spots.
The second down throw for Young. Going for the deep ball. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
That might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. Third and long. On play action, Young. That is caught. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now on first down, Sanders not finding a whole lot as he'll get forward for about 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, Young. He completes this one to Mingo. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line. 15 yards there for number 15.
And every time you step on a field, coaches are always going to talk about how important tackling is in a ball game. In this one, especially so. You can't allow these guys to break free and get extra yards after contact, but that's exactly what happens here. That can't continue as this game goes on.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Second down and 4.
Ready?
Now here's Young. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because cover was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there as he forced the incompletion.
Third down, Young from the gun. Well, he's got it. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door for Sanders will take this one in. Touchdown, Carolina. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Let's go now. Ready?
1st and 10, it's Richardson. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Carolina defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
2nd and 10, back to the air with Richardson. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. 3rd and long for Richardson. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he fields it cleanly. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM, it always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Okay,
After the sack here, 2nd and 11. To throw, Young. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Young to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
here we go.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
To throw on 2nd down is Young. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Panthers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here is Young. Open man is Mingo. Complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 63 yards receiving for him now. And that last catch good enough for a 1st down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Young. Throw left side, pulled in by Mingo. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. They'll run with Sanders. A little juke. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Ready, set.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
Ready.
Now Young. And Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They make a good bit of that yardage back as they're set up in much better shape now for 2nd and goal.
And when you're throwing the ball downfield really well like they have been on this drive, it's really a nice time to work one of the screen plays in. One of my favorite play callers in the game has always told me he starts every game with 10 to 12 screens because if he starts feeling the pressure from the defense,
and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
and one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 14-0. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And he's all the way up across the 40 and down at the 42. Great return.
And that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That really sets him back, a loss of 6.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Richardson off the play fake. And that is incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Richardson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Second down, Young. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they work get this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him over 3,000 yards passing now on the campaign.
And Brandon, nowadays your leader's usually closer to 5,000 yards on the year, but still, 3,000 yards, a good season.
Blue check. Check.
A give running left. It's Sanders. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career, and Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Another run here with Sanders. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From the 33, here's 2nd down and 7.
Ready?
Throwing, Young. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. A gain of 3 last play. This time they don't and pick up 6.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down the 47-yard line. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to have a first down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise, and start to put together some drives.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he stopped immediately there. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
Come on.
3rd down and 1. Read option. This is White. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And we're going to get a timeout. with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stock troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, here's Richardson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken in at the 22. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Young looks to throw on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
It's Young on first down. Forced out to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Then their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Panthers are able to add on to that lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Huddled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go
The
now.
Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On the option left, Richardson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Intercepted by the Panthers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Let's go.
Following the interception, Young. Short to Hurst. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
They gave up the completion count on catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Ready.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6.
Hut, hut.
Running right, here's Sanders. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Young now. It's caught by Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. 58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And now off to the races down the right side. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Opposite. Green. Ready.
Sanders toss left side. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Set, ready.
One quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Set.
Now Young. Over the middle, complete. That's Sanders. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Set. Set.
Now here's Young. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Cade York on now for the field goal. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
On the 25-yard line.
Set up.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Here's Richardson to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Down the sideline he goes. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line. That interception may be the exclamation mark on what really all around has been a good performance.
A fantastic performance. They will enjoy film session. Their grade should be very good on this one. And I think the next time the offense gets the ball, I just think about running it and getting the clock done and getting the heck out of here.
And by the way, semantics here, but before the grammar police come after me, I think it's exclamation point, not mark, right?
You're asking me? Seriously?
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Everybody knows that.
Listen, I go with what you say, my man.
It's a second down run with Sanders, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Let's go. Ready.
Out of the gun, it's Young. And trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. And the Bucs are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
On the jump.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
And down he'll go at the 25. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable third down. I thought they were going to sack him there like they did on first down. Great coverage, but he found a way to move with his legs.
Yeah, his ability to take off, not only did he get some yardage back, he got a little bit extra. Really helps him on third down, makes it manageable now.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been big turnovers and stops for one side. The ball from the other.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a dump off here complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Oh, he's intercepted again. It's Richardson's 3rd of the game. And the Panthers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
Another run with Sanders. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 83 yards on the ground now for Sanders. He's got a first down.
Again, 11 on the play. And the Panther first down.
They run with Sanders off the option. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
I ain't tripping, this is easy, easy. Got them excited to meet me. I got diamonds, you got CZs, CZs. Wake up, get to it, and repeat. Hey, I ain't hearing nothing hate to say. Let them talk about us. My whole crew is about 100 deep. Gotta walk around it. I kill it and then I walk away with the chalk around it. I just get low key and watch them talk about it. I'm in New York and we finna get loose. Squeeze the big apple and give me the juice. Don't wanna talk, I just do what it do. My alter egos can fill up a room. Hop on the flight, take a trip to Peru. Yeah, hop in the whip that is missing the roof. My woman a fire, just look at my boo. I'm the almighty, I'm feeling like Bruce. Ooh. I don't need much, ability to do. Ooh. Breaking the hearts and breaking the rules. Ooh. 10 out of 10, I'm feeling like 2. I ain't tripping, this is easy.